coffee. The other white mug. Hey everybody, it's Hera Caine, and I am in my living room today because I have been laying in bed for way too long. And the reason is I have been dealing with, just mostly exhaustion from working and being on my feet all day, and it leaves me with not a lot of spoons, to do fun things and to spend time with other people, and it's frustrating. But I deal with it the best way I know how, which is to basically lay in bed and binge watch YouTube videos all day because that's what I do. Awesome. That's me. So today just seemed like a coffee kind of day. So as I sit here in my living room, a thought crossed my mind, and I pulled out my camera because I had I just had a little something to get off my chest, I guess. And that's what I pretty much use my YouTube channel for now is, here, let me put this random thing up. So I have been moving some things out of my ex-husband's house, and we were married for a few days shy of 10 years. So I was helping him get some stuff out of my old room because when we separated, we decided to split bedrooms and continue to co-parent in the same house. And it worked for us. It was really, it worked for us. And then I entered a new relationship. When I moved out, I took a little bit of my stuff. I didn't take everything because I couldn't. There was no room. Well, you know how it goes. 3-bedroom house, 5 kids. There really wasn't a whole lot of room for my things that I had acquired. So it was a bit of an adjustment for me because I was without my notebooks. I was without my my research that I had previously done for my book and my screenplay that I've been working on for years now. And I didn't even take most of my fabric and my yarn and things like that. The things that I loved, I basically gave up to enter this cohabitation. And I'm regretting it still now. But Jeff and I moved a lot of that to my new place yesterday, and it was an interesting experience to say the least. It was nice to get to just hang out with Jeff and really just be and hang out and crack jokes and yell at other cars driving too slow, and it was nice. So anyways, we get to moving all of this, we get to packing it all up so we can move it, and I found some of my notebooks and some of my notes and my kids' old school pictures and stuff. But getting back to the notes, I found pages upon pages upon pages of ideas and these crazy things that I wanted to do with my screenplay and with my musical and with the book I was writing, and with all of these things I had plans, I had dreams, I had hopes to actually complete these projects, and I still have hope that one day I'll be able to just sit down and just do it. But with my schedule the way it is, it's almost impossible now. But I brought all those notes with me. I kept the majority of them. There were a few things I tossed out that were, copies of other things. But I even found old scripts from things I had written in the past, from videos I had done, before for school or for just for helping my friends out. And it was an interesting experience. It was almost surreal reading over those things and almost hearing that idealistic voice that was my creativity. And that's kind of why I'm talking to you guys today, all, 4 of you. I haven't had a creative thought in years now, it seems like. And it's frustrating to feel that way. It almost makes me angry. I was focused so much on this new relationship, and I was focused so much on parenting my children and trying to be the Pinterest mom and the Instagram mom and oh, look what we're doing today, when in reality it's like you see these pictures on Facebook of these perfect little families, and the kids all have matching dresses and their hair in bows and curls and the moms all put together. That's not me. Let me just clear the air there. That is not me. I am, well, this is just a living room that's been lived in for one day. And yeah, I'll get to that later. Okay, so with that little glimpse into what I'm up against on the daily, you can kind of see why I have trouble even thinking, let alone coming up with an idea or a thought that I can put into a project that I love. More coffee. It was a long night. So yeah, my creativity seems to have flown right out the window. And it's infuriating a bit. It's tiring, to say the least. I would love to be able to sew and knit and crochet like I used to, or do needlework like I used to, or write like I used to, or do makeup like I used to. All of these things I used to do before I got involved with my last long-term relationship, and I gave up all of those things to be this person's life partner, and they never really supported me in return. And while I get it, because we had so many kids in the house, and it wasn't a bad life. It wasn't, but it made it to where I couldn't function like I wanted to. I quit school. I stayed home, basically homeschooling a toddler and potty training 2 kids and trying to help their lives be better. And I lost focus on me, which made me resentful, and it made me angry, and it made me tired. And I already have a laundry list of, chronic illnesses that I'm dealing with, and to top that all off with the stress of being a mom to 5 little girls, it was very, very overwhelming. So now that I've moved into this place and I am down to 2 kids full time, and my oldest daughter on, alternating weekends and whatnot as my schedule allows, because I'm a server, and, well, let's just say my schedule doesn't allow for anything. So I have more time for me now, but I almost don't know what to do with it. I spend so much of it trying to clean up after everybody else, and my weekends are spent typically working doubles. So I'm at the store from the time it opens until the time it closes, usually, or very close to that, with like an hour, maybe 2 hour break in between. And I just don't feel like I know how to manage my time anymore. I've started using my Filofax again, which is a little better. I'm able to schedule my appointments and everything with no issues. We finally got our insurance stuff situated where everybody can actually get back into the swing of things, going to the doctor and dentist and all of that. But in the grand scheme of things, I have no creativity anymore because I don't allow myself the time to sit down and be creative. And that's a problem. A big problem. And I need to address that. And so here's hoping, accountability buddies, that I can take more time to try and be more creative, that I can take the time and just sit and write and let that stream of consciousness just happen until it becomes a habit again. Here's hoping I can set aside half an hour a day to play with my material and organize it, and pull out my sewing machine from the storage building sometime in the next few weeks and start planning and sewing and knitting or crocheting or doing needlework every night of the week or every day of the week. Here's hoping I can feel up to putting on makeup every now and again and actually making an effort in my appearance. And I'm hoping that I can sit down and sometimes just binge watch YouTube without feeling guilty. I already set aside the time to spend time with my girls and play outside and play on the swings. And yeah, I'm 33 years old and I still get on the swings. Yeah, what of it? Don't judge me. I see you judging me. Judge me. But I don't spend the time on myself that I really ought to, because I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have the time dedicated just to the projects that I want to do. And since I work during the week while the girls are at school, I work during the lunch shifts at work, and it's great. And then the girls get home, and then I just forget to care anymore about myself, and I drop everything for them. And then, of course, laundry takes all day, at least 2 days a week. It takes literally all day, and I'm so tired by the time I get done hand wringing out everything and hanging to dry in my new dryer, which if you guys follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you guys saw that. It is freaking stellar. My little spin washer, it takes a lot of the, I don't have to hand wash everything, so that, that takes out some of the time, but I still have to hand wring each piece and then spin dry it. But yeah, it's like all of these things that I take the time to do, and I push so hard to try to keep a good housekeeping ready house, and it's not possible with kids. It's just not, especially when they are very young. They like to run through the house ransacking everything and be creative and drag out all of their crafting supplies and glitter and markers everywhere and paper everywhere. And honestly, maybe I need to focus less on the mess and focus more on this mess. So that's my goal for this week, for this whole next week. I want to try to give myself more time to be creative. And if that time is best spent reading or knitting or sewing or drawing, which I don't do often enough, maybe that's just what I need to do to feel a little more human. So, until next time, you guys, be careful, be grateful, and most important of all, always be you. You're the only one you got. Bye. Coffee. The only thing that gets me through my day. Yeah. That's the good stuff.